Okay, how we doing out there? First things first, my name is Kenneth Bird. I'm the creator of Supreme Ambient Light Rejection Screen Paint using Ambient Light Rejection Technology Gain. As I always tell you that every time you enter this room or this channel, we're never doing the same thing, always doing something different. I'm going to try today to get outside and try to get that demonstration done for the silver black AR screen paint, or black silver, that black silver, I can say it right, that black silver AR screen paint. We'll do that demonstration outside. I think I'll knock off the ultra short throw on Monday. And then we already did the paint on demonstration, so we've done it already with that screen paint. But I still have to get ready for the 100-inch Elite screen coming in that's going to be coated with that technology. So real quick, these are for customers who've already ordered the gallon. So now we're converting the gallon sizes to just one big gallon. To break these up into 4 quarts is a bit tedious. So it's easier for us now to just ship it out into 1 gallons. And we got the boxes already set up. Ordered a bunch of those boxes off the post office so I can start getting that set up. So these are customers going out today. If you ordered a gallon, just let you know you just received your tracking number. Should have been earlier today. Monday, our tracking number will activate. So those are being taken care of. I am going to do that paint on demonstration because I had to replace that trailer on my page, which is doing the 8, and that's supposed to be a 12. So I'll be doing that one today. So let's show you what's going on upstairs. I already started ordering stuff for the gaming room. I ordered a gaming recliner, chaser LED lights, speakers, all this stuff that I need to basically get started on showing off that screen. You can see I got the internet cable running through the hallway. So this is the ambient lights room test. Look how bright it is in here, nice and bright. Not gonna show you the screen yet. Nice and bright. This is how much light you're supposed to have in an environment when you're displaying the screen. When you test it for ambient light environments. All right, so over here we have the Christie projector, and I got my computer set up, and let's show you what we got. So over here against the wall, we have the screen that was painted on YouTube Live of the that's that Supreme Ambient Light Rejection front and rear black silver screen paint. And I got that piece laying against the wall. I'm actually mapping out the size of the screen, so I'm not painting the screen on. This is actually going to be for the fixed frame screen that's going to fit directly on this wall, and that's the coating that's going to go on it. So that's the gray screen paint, or some people call it gray. It's actually silver, kind of a silverish color, but some people call it gray, but it's actually a silver screen. But just to show you the contrast levels, number 1, and the ability for the screen to be able to pull up an image in a fully lit environment without the screen washing out or fading. That's what I love about this technology. All right, so let me grab something real quick. I'll be back up. I can never understand when I watch demonstrations of people displaying their technology. It's always in an environment designed to make it look like there's light in the environment when there isn't any in there at all. Nothing in there at all. All right. Let's see where my cursor just went to. Let me check the batteries in this mouse because it's not going to bug it for the last couple of days. All right, that's good. So that's why when I came up here yesterday, I was showing you the environment where I'm going to put the screen at and how much light we're going to be dealing with in this environment with that screen. And explaining to you that that screen had to pull an image in its environment. So, you know, I see these demonstrations where people want to do demonstrations in the environment, but the environment's too dark. This is what you're supposed, this is how much light you're supposed to have in your environment for that screen to be, especially for our technology, to pull up. has to be an environment that's bright. So I got these curtains behind me right here. All this stuff is coming down in here. So I already bought everything I needed to actually get started in this room. Let's bring my curtains back. I barely ever use these, pull these curtains back, but I'm gonna pull them back a little bit. And mind, this technology is not designed to take on direct sunlight, so even though it does have a very powerful gain to it, and I'll show you right behind you. I don't want to show too much because I don't want people to think I'm recording them. As you can see, my curtains are open on both sides. I'm doing it this way because I don't want my neighbors to think I'm pointing the camera at them. And as you can see, that technology is pulling a contrast level on a screen that is silver. You don't want to call it gray, it's actually a silver screen. My curtains all the way over. This is how you're supposed to do your demonstrations. As I said before, if you call yourself making a good product, that screen is supposed to pull up in a fully lit environment. Now mind you, this technology is designed to produce images outside. As I said before, this right here, this stuff right here is a cakewalk. This is nothing. I'll show you the angle. Just bumped the daylights out of my computer. So I chose this particular setting right here because I wanted to show you that the screen can produce a contrast level, bright colors, the whole 9 yards, without the image fading and washing. Now, for me, like I said, shocking that black technology has the capability of doing this. Nines have the capability of doing this. Platinums have the ability to do this because they're darker screens. They're designed to absorb light. Not a screen that's on this caliber. This is one of the lightest screens we've ever developed. But I told you that this technology was never meant to be front. It was meant to be a rear projection technology. So like I said, in the spirit of a moment, I painted it on a front projection screen and voila, this is what we got. We got a gray screen or silver screen, whatever you want to call it, that can produce a contrast level, but not only can produce a contrast level, it can produce images in a beyond fully lit environment. So if it's driving in here without a problem, out there is going to be a cakewalk for the technology. And like I said, when you watch demonstrations, I'm gonna close my curtains because I don't want people to think I'm recording them. Because I got some very curious neighbors. They couldn't understand why my lights were going on and off and on and off. I'm not gonna explain it to them, it's not their business. But they're always curious about what I'm doing and what I'm up to. That's because I think I don't speak or talk to them. But the curtains that I ordered, now the curtains that I ordered are sheer curtains, like the ones I had downstairs. They're designed to pull in a lot of light in the environment, but it gives me the privacy. That's what I like about the curtains I had downstairs where my screen is at. A lot of light can push through those curtains. These things are too heavy. They block out too much light. So the ones I ordered are going to be a more sheer kind of material that you can see objects out there. A lot of light can push in because I want this room very well lit when I set the screen up. And as I told you, when you do demonstrations like this, you got to be able to see all your corners. All your corners. If that environment is too dark, then bottom line is you shouldn't be doing a demonstration in that environment. As you're just basically just telling your customers you're going to be sitting in a dark environment in order to pull your image up. I like when the Crow Boy came in and he was saying that, well, both of y'all had the same kind of, not saying the same kind of product, but he was kind of saying in a way where we were both had different levels of technology. No, y'all don't do demonstrations on my level. I can tell you I'm gonna do something and then go do it. I told you yesterday when I was in this room walking around, I said I'm gonna put a screen right there on that wall, and this is the kind of environment I'm gonna produce an image off. And here we are, producing an image in this environment. I've seen them demonstrations in that room. It's dark in that room. Windows are blocked. It's just a dark environment. Okay, well, we even got the overhead light on. Windows open, everything, on 9 yards. I can't wait to get the Elite screen in here. So this is gonna be the battle plan for this room. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a 100-inch here. I'm gonna put several screens in here. I was gonna put one big massive screen in here, but I thought I'm gonna break it down and put a couple of screens in here. So we're gonna put a 100-inch Elite screen here. I already ordered chasers. So I'm gonna have the chasers going around the screen. They're gonna come out the side and they're gonna wrap around the doorway and come down. Those are the lights that chase each other. I'm gonna put those in here. Curtains definitely got to be changed out because these things are too dark. They block too much light coming in, so I can't deal with that. They got to go. That's the most amount of light that comes through that window. That's not gonna work. So I ordered those. I got a gaming recliner coming in because this right here, I am not gaming on that. These things are freaking back breaking. I can't do it. I need a recliner. I need something I can push the chair back, cup holders and all that. I'm gonna neon light the lid. I'm gonna let like the daylight side of that one too. I might do some sky projector. I'm not gonna paint the ceiling here black. One ceiling is enough. I don't need to paint this black. Besides, I got a ceiling fan over top me. But we got some things I want to add in here. Now over here, I'm thinking about doing a portrait mode screen. Like a screen standing up like a rectangular. And I think I'm gonna pick up a portrait mode projector so that way I can load my PC up. I'm gonna get me another small form factor PC and I'm gonna load up a Steam account so I can put my old retro games, my shooters that come up and down. You know the ones I'm talking about, like Radiant, certain games you can play that has that kind of portrait mode kind of design to it. That's gonna be set up for that, especially Space Invaders and stuff like that. That's gonna be my retro section right there. All my retro games right here. So we're just going to piece this all together, how we want to do this. So we can have the PS4, PS5 here, and then over here I got a nice good size to put a screen here. I might put a nice maybe 235.1 maybe in this section right here, with maybe a ViewSonic projector, which I do have one downstairs too. Might put them in there. So I've got some options here to work with. I'm going to put several screens in here. But look at that. That's the silver right there. There you go. I'd have never thought that we would develop a technology, a gray, silver, whatever you want to call it, screen that can produce contrast on that level. Look at those black levels. That's why I explain it to people. I had people running out to buy these Christie projectors. And for some reason, I had a few people saying, yeah, is the image going to look like yours? No, it's not going to look like mine. It's our technology that makes that Christie projector look like that. You have to have both of them. You have to have our technology and you have to have the Christie projector. You can buy the Christie projector, yeah, but you're not going to get the same image. That's a Christie projector behind me right now. I'm using a Christie right now on the screen. Somebody, oh, I got a beige screen and it looks amazing. This is a beige wall. See how that image looks? There you go. That's a Christie right there. We got to have our technology to make that screen look like that. Oh, and by the way, for those of you, I had somebody send me a text message, I think yesterday. Yeah, when I was giving y'all that post for those Christie projectors, when I told you these things were very expensive and you should have jumped on that deal, those of you who jumped on the deal, hats off to you. Those who didn't, tisk, tisk, tisk. I'm shaking my head at you. Should have jumped on that projector. That projector was $200. At one point, the highest that projector was $230. The only regret I got is I wish I should have bought two of them. I should have bought two of the 1080p's. I should have bought two of them, and I bought one. Now you go on there on eBay, try to find that Christie the LWU 420. See how much they want from now on there. They're asking $600, $800, and $1,000 for a used Christie, and dude was selling them for $218 to $230. Those are top tier. Forget about your Optima, forget about your Sony, forget about your Dells and your LGs and all them. They're not in the top tier. Top tiers are Roncos, Christies, Barcodes. Those are them. Look at those projectors up on eBay and see how much they run for. A Barcode for parts, broken for parts as is, would cost you $400 to $500, even $700. Yep. But this is a Chrissy projector, which I'm using right now on a beige wall. And this is our technology using the Chrissy on a beige wall. Let's hook that there straight. See? That's why I keep telling people, it don't make a difference how expensive you pay for your projector or what your projector may have. It don't make a difference. If you don't have the right screen, your projector isn't worth nothing. It's useless. It's absolutely useless. It all falls on the projector. Now, if I wanted to use that machine behind me, and if I didn't have my technology, I would have to darken these curtains in here, number one. All the lights would have to go out in here in order to get a decent image. Nowhere I can sit in this environment and do this. So I have this here, so I can see exactly when I set the screen up, it'll give me an idea of what I'm going to be working with. Just like when you saw me map out the ceiling with the projector to see what I'm working with. All right, so we're going to just skedaddle out of here because I still have more work to do today. I got to get those orders out for the day. That's my giant internet cable. I could run Wi-Fi back there, but yeah, why? Let me see what got going on here. So some of the work projectors I'm working on right now. Pretty soon, this one will be up and active. This is 10,000 lumen projector. That'll be up and active pretty soon. I may do a demonstration with this one right here. Oh wait, we got the ultra short throw Sony. We can use the ultra short throw Sony on that projector, on that setup over there. That's what we'll do. This is my main projector. This is what I use for work. This is a work projector now. This used to be my entertainment projector. Now it's my work projector, my Osmo GT56. I love this thing for work. Let me see what we got going on here. There we go. Whoop! Not supposed to see that. Too much information. So he wants to just see. Ain't supposed to see that. Too much information. I gotta be careful when I tap on here. Let's go over to eBay real quick. I want to show you the Chrissy's right now. Chrissy's. Yeah. When I put that link up, I was telling y'all you gotta get that. Fine. I bought myself another lamp just in case as a backup. Where's the 420U 4W20? Here we go, people. You can see it. I told you that guy was showing off them Chrissy's for 200 and that's a 1080p Chrissy for 200, and he was selling it for 218 to around 230. That's the cheapest one they got right now. This is what they're running for now. You got 6 of them. That's an in focus. There's another one. Somebody got one over there for $800. He had it for $218. I got a bunch of people that cashed in on that deal and got those projectors. Most of the lamp is going to cost you $160. That's it. I bought one for $160 and I bought another lamp for about $50. So one for $50, I'm gonna swap it up for the one downstairs. The cool thing about the Chrissy's is that a lot of people don't realize that the 3 projectors under that particular model, under the LX400, the LW400, and then the LWU420 all take the same lamp. That's what's beautiful about it. They all take the same lamp, which means I don't have to buy a special lamp for this one. No, they all fit the same lamp. That's what I like about Chrissy's. Whatever particular model number of that series of projector, they all take the same lamp. You know how much of a convenience that is? Whew. I need to, let me see if we got anything else going on here real quick. No, that's basically about it. I'm kind of done. Sunday's going to be not too much of a slow day. But I got the outside paint on demonstration to do. I just wanted to show you that silver screen upstairs with all that ambient light. There's more ambient light upstairs right now than there is in my downstairs area right now. That's a lot of light kicking off in that environment. A lot of light. That's a lot of light kicking off in this environment. And that screen's pulling up. Now, like I said, usually gray and silver screens aren't supposed to have that capability. But this is a technology, like I said, if you paint it on plexiglass, which by the way, my paint spray will be here pretty soon, and my sheets of plexiglass. So we're going to do a rear version of this technology too. So we're doing the front, we're going to do a rear. But like I said, it's like better than any gray mix out there because, or gray projection screen, because we did that demonstration. You saw the demonstration where I did what, 5 or 6 high performance screens against this technology? No problem. Produce better contrast, produce better color. And then on top of that, you can make it rear projection if you choose. Can't do that with any other screen paint mix or whatever. And let me tell you, go match this demonstration with any other demonstration online, especially a screen paint mix. And let me know if they do a demonstration with this much light in the environment. Let's pull these curtains back again. I gotta be careful because I don't want my customers, ha ha ha. I don't want my neighbors thinking I'm crazy. So I gotta go explain this crap to them now. They're like, why do you keep opening up your curtains and closing them? And open up your curtains and closing them. People are so freaking nosy around here. Look at that. So you can see, let me stand back from here because I don't want anybody to think I'm recording them. How much light we got coming into the environment that's making contact with the screen. There's no curtains blocking my windows, none of that nonsense. As a matter of fact, let's get this one too. Let's bring the door all the way back. Here, curtains all the way back. So we got plenty of light in here. So I can show you how we do it, how it's done. That's how your screen's supposed to react. Now we got all this light pushing in here. So when I see that dark bedroom with a little bit of lights all sprinkled out through the environment, that's not ambient light rejection demonstration. And if you say it's not ambient light rejection, then you fall behind in the technology field because every screen out there in the market is ambient light rejection coated to a certain degree. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 4 windows in this environment right now. No tannish around the edges. That's how it's supposed to look. Now, come in here and I shut my windows because I don't want my neighbors thinking I'm crazy. Which they already think I am already. I'll show you. Well, the woman across the street knows that what I do for a living. Only one, 2 people know what I do for a living. So she knows that if I'm up here with a camera, I'm basically doing a demonstration for the company. So she knows that already from the door. Now we're just going to shut the curtains, right? We're just going to shut the curtains and just use the simple ambient light in the environment. All right, just shut the curtains, that's all. This is with the screen with the curtains just shut. All the curtains shut in the environment. Every day just ambient light in the environment. When you watch somebody do a demonstration on any kind of screen paint, this is how it's supposed to be done. If it's done anything different than this, then they're cutting corners. They're afraid to expose their screen to any kind of light, any kind of contrast levels, because they know the screen's going to wash out and fade. They put a little bit of lights in the environment, pepper them out, little bits of light here and there, to give you that illusion that the screen's really being hit with that kind of light. For some of the ambient lit environments that I see in some of these demonstrations, you got to be kidding me. There's no way in the world that my environment looks like that. You have to introduce your screens to so much ambient light that pretty much it will have the ability to survive in any environment that you stick it in. Your environment could be brighter than mine. Mine could be brighter than yours. All right. So you have to look at it that way. Whatever customer is going to be picking up that product, his environment, if you're using ambient light controlled environment and your area is dark, chances are if this environment is brighter than yours, that screen is going to fail miserably. If that environment is set up to make that screen look perfect, then your screen's going to fail if it goes in somebody else's environment. Because I guarantee if I take any of those products and I stick them over here and I put it in this environment, they'll fail without a problem. They'll fail. So, next demonstration is outside. Yeah! Yeah, I said it, so it's going to be done. Oh, by the way, my kung fu is good. I love what I do. Hey, don't forget to hit that hate button. I don't mind y'all hating on my videos. I don't care. I know what my technology can do. I just showed you. I just told you yesterday. I was going to go in that room and set a screen up. Did I not say that? And there we are. I know who hates my videos. I don't care. At the end of the day, like I said, there's still bread on my table because I can back up my technology. I can show you this. I don't cut corners. Why to cut corners? You take away the fun in it all, man. You're going to cut corners. You take away the fun of it all. That's the whole part, the challenge. Look at this. Let me show you something. See this right here? This setup right here, right? This is not ambient light rejection, all right? This is not what you call a setup environment. This is my home. So if I want to watch a TV show, all I got to do is come over, pop my projector on right here. Like so. You've seen how that screen fired up upstairs. That was a silver screen. This is black. Black screens are designed to absorb 10 times more light. So I throw my projector on. Let me see if I got something I can watch over here. Oh, I got something to do. Let's go watch. Let's see. If I wanted to watch, let's go this one. I'll take this one right here. Yeah, right there. This is not toward my customers. My customers know my product. They know my product. They've tested my product. They've used my product. This is directed toward the naysayers. And you know who you are. That's what it's directed to. Let's see, what do we want to watch? I love Angry Bird. That's my favorite because I like the bright, beautiful colors. Like when somebody sat there and said, oh, 720p projectors are garbage, so-and-so, this, and the other. Man, I showed you demonstrations on a 720p projector and a 1080p projector side by side. Crispy versus crispy. And it wasn't like an everyday, it wasn't that WXGA. It was an XGA. The lowest level versus the highest level. You couldn't tell one from another. Ain't nothing wrong with your screen or your projector. It's your screen that's messed up. That's the problem. Oh, I forgot. Lights on. Here we go. Watch a little of this. I was watching this last night. I was cracking up. I still like this movie. The movie is so funny. We'll do, I think we'll get the basement down here. Yeah, it's basement set up. That's right. That's a black screen producing those levels. Because then what's the rumor? Our screens were so dark, they couldn't develop, you couldn't see an image. It was so dark. That was one. Couldn't be a black screen, had to be a gray screen. That was another one. There was a whole bunch of them. So if I want to have guests over to the house, if I could have guests to the house, they can sit there, they can read books, whatever. Doesn't make a difference. We can have all the lights on. Screen's not gonna wash out or fade. Can't do this anymore. I love this Angry Bird. And that's a 720p on a $100 projector that I paid for on eBay. Keep in mind the Optima P1 sits right up on top of the screen. It's an ultra short throw projector. My projector, let me see, from distance from here, we've got to be probably about a good, maybe about six feet from the screen, maybe 6 to 5 feet. I gotta measure that out. You don't get my measuring tape. I need to measure that out. I need to find out. I'll let y'all watch that for a bit. One of these stores, measuring tape. I bet you $100. I don't even know where it's at. Oh, this is a measuring tape. Oh. Wait. No, we had it upstairs. We had to measure the wall for the screen. That's what we got to get upstairs. All right. I'll be back. I got to find out exactly how far this projector sits back. You got to be to do that. You have to be to transfer from one environment to another environment, and the screen's supposed to react the same way every single time. So that's what I like about this house. My environment changes. I can go outside and do a demonstration. I can do a demonstration here, over there. Heck, I might do one out in the front yard. Haven't decided yet. And that screen is supposed to react every single time the exact same way on every single environment, because the environment changes. The light I have upstairs in that environment is brighter than the light I have down here. It has to react in every single environment the same way. So let's see how far we are from where my projector is sitting. Let me see. Let's see. Yeah. Let me see. So actually, I think where the projector is sitting right there. I'm actually farther back than what I thought I was. I'm actually about 7 feet back. So I'm a little farther than what I thought I was. I think I was about 5 to 6, but I'm nowhere near 5 to 6. So there's my measuring tape here where the screen is sitting. And right when we come to here, about right there, where it stops, that's where my projector sits, right there. So if we bring it up, we'll see we're not at 6. We are at 7 feet and some change. So that's how far. I'm about 7 feet from change away from my screen on a short throw. For any short throw projector, if you're using them, it's sitting directly on top of the screen. Even when I was using short throw, my short throw actually sat on the floor and pushed the image upward. If I want to watch movies with the lights on, I can do that. Watching Xbox with the lights on. Let's see. bring you guys in here. You see the image much better. This is why AR, the ambient light projection technology, is very important. If the screen's claiming not to have it, I wouldn't touch it. Of all the big companies, Black Diamond, Elite Screens, DMP Supernova, it's taking advantage of that kind of technology, and someone saying they don't have it, it's because they can't produce it. That's why. That's the only reason why they're saying they don't have it and don't need it. Because in the demonstrations I have seen, I have never seen enough ambient light in the environment to be considered to have that technology to begin with. So around this time, most people are sitting in a really dark environment. They got all the curtains blacked out so no light comes through. And they don't have any ceiling lights on, the place is dark so the screen doesn't wash out. I can maintain the exact same image without it washing or fading out, even if the lights are off. This is how your screen paint or projection screen should be reacting. And it's not just people say, oh, you're just going after one person. No, it's not that. The same thing goes for Elite Screen and all them other companies out there. I watch your demonstrations. I see the environments on how you have how you have it set up in these environments that are basically set up to make the screen look good. It's a set, like a set. We have a movie set. It's a set where they put this screen on and they had the lights and everything just set up just right. They put the high power projector in the back. They point lights in different areas to distract you. Like, look, we got lights pointing at a beautiful piece of art in the side. And all you're looking at is like, wow, look how much lighting they have in the environment. There's no light hitting that screen. The environment's still dark. This is not a rehearsed set. This is my living room. I come in here, I turn my lights on. Here's my ambient light controlled environment right here. Lights on, lights off. Lights on, lights off. That's it. That is my ambient light controlled environment. That's it. This is what you should be expecting from your screen, from your home theater setup. Let's see what else I would like to watch. Let's put that 4K Media Group. Got some really good stuff. 4K Media Group. I like the stuff they have this display. Let's see if we can figure out where they're at. Let's see what they have on here I can play around with. I'll take this one right here for fun. I'm doing all that demonstration in a fully lit environment. Look at the reflection off the floor. And mind you, to paint this screen only cost me what? If I was a customer, it'd cost you $187. I had somebody tell me, oh, the paint's too expensive. We had a $5,000 projection screen. Are you kidding me? This is not Crow's product, okay? Get that straight, okay? This stuff right here, we do testing over here, serious testing. You seen that demonstration on that screen upstairs being hit with all that light? It's different. Not Jeremy Brewer, this is not his product. If you're expecting to come over here on this channel, and it's not my customers, I get the Crow Boys come over from time to time, and they want the same price that he offers over there. No. If you look at my demonstrations, it's far different. We're not on the same level. You want a good product? Like I said, I do those. That's why I do those demonstrations on those high performance screens. You have to do those demonstrations. I got to show you if my screen can beat a $15,000 or $5,000 projection screen. So it's not enough that the screen is super jet black, produces amazing white levels, beautiful color, beautiful contrast. Can work with projectors that are basically, this is a 720p projector I'm using right now. Some people forget this is 720p that's running right now. So it makes a 720p look absolutely incredible. So that means you don't have to go out and spend a ton of money. They're ultra short throw compatible. You don't have to have a special screen to use it. You can use them outside if you want to. Screen's fully weatherproof. Paint on anything you want, make anything you want an outdoor projection screen. And spend less for your projector to do it. Coat and paint any surface you want, you could think of. Now, if this technology was offered by another company, came in, like say when these big companies came and say, hey, Mr. Bird, I'm gonna give you a couple $1 million for this stuff. How much do you think they're gonna charge you for that technology coated onto their screens? It's not gonna be for this particular level. It'll be for that top tier level that can afford to pay that $10, $20, $15,000 for a screen. So I think $160 for a quart that can paint up to 120 inches is more than fair. And by the way, this used to be an Elite screen. It's my technology sitting against their screen. So if an idea popped into their head, like if he's doing this through our technology, then we got to give this man a call. Would I sell out? Nah, because I couldn't do this anymore. If I can't do this anymore, what's the point? Money is not all. People think, oh, money's all happiness. No, it's not. Sometimes your passion is worth more than money. The passion to be able to get up every morning and do this is worth more than money. I think we had to do the gray screen just to show it how things had to be done, because like I said, there's no point in taking a gray screen and testing it against a white screen. For what? The white screen, gray screen is going to be far more superior than a white screen. You got to test the gray screen against another gray screen. That's why I had to do that demonstration against all those different gray screens versus my gray screen, because I had to see who was better than contrast, who was better than color. I have to know that. Can't cut corners with this. It can't. Either you do it right or you don't do it at all. And if you do it right, then these are the results you get. I might let this run all day. Not with the camera. I got to do stuff today. But just basically just have it on. So I'm just having it on for the sake of just having it on. So I can't wait till we finish this other screen. I got to paint the other screen upstairs because there is no way in the world. I can't fit a 100-inch screen up the stairs. I forgot that's how I got the other one upstairs. Nah, but I got to take it in the basement. And I want to definitely do it down here. I'm going to do it upstairs. I'm trying to figure out where I'm going to coat this screen at. So that's what I'm talking about. You watch demonstrations, you should be to see the baseboard. See my baseboard? You should be to see all that, everything. You should be to make out everything in this environment. This area is so dark that you can't make out the baseboards and you can't make out what you're actually looking at in the environment. That environment's too dark. And that's the first thing I look at when I watch demonstrations. I look at those corners of the walls, I look at the objects they have in the environment. I want to see if I can see anything. If that area is too dark and I can't see anything, yeah, I can tell right now there's no form of ambient light in the screen. Even when they have little lights peppered out in the environment, a little light here and a little light there and a little light there, and them backgrounds are still dark. Nope. And then one of the things I love that if they do try to attempt to do the demonstration, they'll keep it on bright, beautiful colors. because I know that's something that's not going to fade. I'm not going to do no star field, no OLED demonstrations, because the edges of the screen will start to turn tan. That's why when I did the demonstration on here on the gray screen, the first thing I did was I did the star field demonstration. I started off with dark contrast because I said there's no point in me basically doing a demonstration. I'm going to watch this right here. There's no point in me doing a demonstration if I'm going to be showing off bright colors. Let's see if we can get something else in here. Come on, 4K media, give me something good. Give me something good. Let me see. Ooh, that's beautiful. But there's no point in me showing off a gray screen and showing you a whole bunch of bright colors. The gray screen has the ability to pull bright colors. I got to show you contrast. I got to show you one thing that I basically talk about the most that these screens can't do. And I asked over and over again if someone could do that demonstration by putting multiple gray screens and showing off contrast levels. So like I said, since I painted that screen, I had to go take the next stage to see. I was curious if it could do it. If it didn't have the ability to pull that contrast level darker than those other screens, I would have just kept it as a rear projection screen, and that's it, because that's what it was designed for to begin with. So no loss. But it did better than I thought. A lot better than I thought. Now with the black technology we developed here, the high points on this screen I'm going to show off majority most of the time are going to be bright, beautiful, vivid colors. No point in me showing contrast. The screen's black. You know how wild it is to look at a screen that's black and the color black comes up, like any form thing that comes up black, you know, you're looking at actual black. Now, when you have a 135-inch screen, keep in mind, my screen takes in more light than a 100-inch screen because of the height of it. It's closer to the ceiling. At that, we got a screen on top of the ceiling that has a light in the center of it. So we're going to start shipping things out in the gallon sizes now, because we were breaking them up in 4 quarts, and that's a lot more easier to ship out. So before I didn't want to do it because, like I said, because of the carrier was coming up and picking up the stuff, packages were a little too heavy. But now I pay somebody to take my packages down for me. Why not? And it makes it a lot easier for me. Instead of having 2 packages with 2 quarts in each one, yeah, this pretty much makes it a lot easier. Because when I did that order for about four gallons, I was thinking, what are you doing? You have somebody who picks this up now. So I look at the work in my barefooted all day, which I freaking love to do. I'm at the office right now. See if it is at the beach. Oh, let's pick this video right here. I can pick any video I want, and it's going to run off here with no problem. So I don't have to randomly pick certain videos because I'm afraid the images might fade or wash out. I can pick anything I want on this phone. Images are going to pull regardless. So I'm going to be calling Comcast today because I got to talk to them about, basically I do a lot of streaming and my streaming's coming up a bit choppy. What can I pay for in order? I'm going to have to upgrade my speed. My speed's I'm already paying like $217 a month. And that's for internet only. No, I don't have TV over here. We don't do just everything I stream. So I don't really run any cable services or anything. That's just internet. My phone's not that much expensive. My landline phone's not that expensive, but just for internet, I pay $217 a month. So I may have to up that ante a little bit more to see where I can get. If I can get a stream that will basically make it crystal clear. That's what I want. So I'll probably got to pay another extra $60 on Comcast. Let's choose this video right here. Boom! I'm gonna pick any video. It'll make a difference. This is the way it's supposed to be. Literally, this is what you're supposed to be getting from your theater setup. Remember you, 720p. All those people sitting there saying, oh, 720p is garbage. Why would you buy 720p? Because it's amazing. That's why. You're looking at it right here. Look at all the detail in the bird. A black screen pulls that out. All the detail, the contrast. You know how cheap a 720p projector is? Man, they're dirt cheap. Let me see. Randomly. Let's just randomly choose one. Which one should we choose? Just randomly just pick any one. What about that one? We'll do that one. My relaxations. Just hit that one. Of course, we would get a commercial in there. Come on, man. I'm just trying to keep this area neutral as much as possible. There we go. That's the same thing. If you call right now, any one of those big companies and say, hey, look, I'm interested in buying your projection screen. I got a 720p projector. Can I use it on your screen? They'll go, no. If you want the best picture quality, I would suggest you getting a professional 1080p, but most likely I would go with a 4K. That's what they're going to tell you. And that should tell you right there that if you got to spend a couple of grand for a projector and then maybe a grand or two for a screen, oh man, it pretty much is a screen. Where I can tell you, well, it'll cost you $160 to paint or $187 to paint this screen right here. And you could do it on a 720p projector. Well, how much was your projector? Well, my projector was $100, $75. $18. I did this on the Mitsubishi. Mitsubishi was an $18 projector that I bought. That was a relic in 1999 when that projector was produced, and that image came out incredible. So you can take that extra money and you can go get yourself a popcorn maker, or a hot dog roller, or a cotton candy machine, or maybe some movie chairs, or maybe some speakers. You can go buy some new speakers, or just take that extra money and just put it in the bank and use some, save it for a rainy day. The whole purpose is to basically design the technology you don't spend all this money for. That's a $3,000 screen, is what you know. Oh, it fell off. All right, let's get in the middle of the bar. Where's the bar out here? Right, perfect. Got a better chance getting to stay against the bar. There we go. The thing about it is, most people think they're getting a brighter image. They're actually not. No contrast can be pulled. Boom, shakalaka. Can't pull color. So, see, the thing about it, when people look at the image, go, oh, it's much brighter. No, no, no. The white levels are too freaking high on the screen. That's why I can't show a solid red image. That becomes a problem. If you were to do contrast right now, like a star field, you can't even pull it black. And that's a $3,000 projection screen at 100 inches. That's a 135 you're looking at right now at $187. Yep. Diesel commercial is going to pop in here.
In my plan, 50% of emergency small business relief would be reserved for the smallest businesses. Building wealth for families of color. Building a future worthy of their courage and their ambition.
Zero on the blue level. Now I'm going to show the solid blue level. Just solid blue. There we go. There's solid blue. It's not to put the technology down in any way whatsoever. It just is what it is. It does. It has. Here's the thing. That screen against any other gray screen would put it to shame. Well, not our technology. No. Well, as a matter of fact, I haven't tested it yet, so I can't say that. I'm gonna have to put a screen against a dark Star 9 because I need to see on top of that. Now that's bugging me now. So now I got to find out. Oh yeah, I got to do that demonstration. Okay, we're gonna do that one a day because I got to see for myself. Because every other screen I put against it, I put the matinee silver. I put the Seymour AV matinee silver, the matinee black, Seymour AV 1.3. Oops, I did the cinema gray 5D. Darkest screen, I put the Paxil. I put that screen against it. I haven't done that one yet, so we have to find out about that one. I have to see. That has to be done. So this is the darkest screen. You see, like I said, it's an unfair advantage because I'll tell you why it's unfair advantage. It's a dark screen, but it's not black. So it's never going to be to compete with a black screen because a black screen can only pull 100% contrast levels. And what people don't understand, if it's done right, if you produce a black technology that's done right, the color levels will pop higher because the contrast levels have to be to a point where, okay, put it this way, how can I explain it to you in a way? All right, so if you have a black screen that's oversaturated with too much contrast, that means the white levels become really, very low. And that means any images you may want to just put on screen like white flowers or skin tones, that becomes really, really dark. So the screen is producing too much of a contrast. Same thing when it comes to colors like this, the images become darker. So the black screen has to have the ability to put contrast and white levels at the same time, high enough where the images start to come out much more brighter and more realistic. It can't be too much white levels. If the white levels are too high, then it comes out like this, and that means the images start to fade. So it has to be an even balance in between. Like I said, it's harder than it sounds. It's a lot harder than it sounds. It doesn't take, you can't do this overnight. I've been working, you go back and check my videos, I've been working with black technology since 2014. It takes some time. Let's put it that way. That's why I was kind of shocked when I saw that black silver, because that screen was not supposed to produce a contrast level. Not on that level, not a front projection. It's designed for rear. It's designed for light to push through the other end of it and produce an image on the other end. It was never developed for that front projection. So I'm thinking like, oh, this is not going to work. This is not going to work. And it worked. Surprisingly, it worked. It pulled a contrast level. As you've seen in the demonstration upstairs, that screen is sitting in the middle of a room with a ton of light hitting it, and it's producing an image with no problem. In contrast at that. That's why I chose that real dark kind of fish tank, because I want you to see all the contrast pull from the screen, the color, everything. Pull the color from the screen. Let me see. I want to show something. Oh no, I know what to show. Hold on. I got to go to Skyworth. I like Skyworth's demonstrations. Skyworth's demonstrations are nice and bright. Is that enough to show? Because keep in mind, white levels are involved in everything when it comes to a screen, including like black levels. That's how you get the bright reds and the bright yellows and the blues and the greens. That's how you have the difference between the skin tones. So it's multiple shades of white levels that go off. That's why I get the hates, because we rise the bar too high. I mean, come on, you got to explain to people how it's supposed to be done. You can't go, voila, screen, projector, beautiful images, dark environment, buy it. No, there's science behind it all. It's like the difference between watching somebody perform ballet and somebody basically stomp all over the freaking stage. There's an art behind it. Call me what you want. I really don't care. The bottom line is, it's just me trying to get what's in my head out so you can see it here. And some people can't accept it. So if you can't accept it, tough cookies. Don't care. I think a picture could be better than that. Look at the white levels. Look at the bright reds, the blues. All that requires white levels to do that. Look at the skin tone. Oh, man. If you're not passionate about your work, don't do it. That's all to it. If I didn't have any passion to get up every single morning and do this, you would never heard of me. I wouldn't even exist. I love what I do for a living. Well, I gotta go. God bless.